Good morning, Card Media. It's RJ back with another video, so let's get to it. Do not freak out. I'm doing face reveal again. I'm in the same clothes because I pre-film all my videos on Saturday morning, so don't freak out about that. But I'm starting this one face-to-face. It won't go face-to-face throughout, but I have something big I need to show, so I need the space. But let's get right to it. So today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day from 1988, the Kmart release of Mike Schmidt. It's just a memorable moments of the 80s. Talks about him becoming the all-time home run leader for third baseman. Just one of those great box set cards I love so much. So this is why I need to do a big picture, because I was at the Iron Pigs game, which is the local AAA affiliate of the Phillies, the Lehigh Valley in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, pig iron based upon the steel industry and Bethlehem Steel and all that. So the Iron Pigs. And they were having a promotion. This was a little over a week ago, Friday now, so 10 days ago or so. And it was Christmas in July, and all the players were wearing these unique Christmas top jerseys. Christmas kind of motif. And they were making them available for silent auction throughout the weekend. People could bid on jerseys. You didn't have to be there to win or anything like that. And you go pick it up. So there's a couple big time Phillies who are down in rehab assignments or playing in the minor leagues at the moment. So like, Andrew Painter, one of our biggest prospects, a couple other big prospects, I'm blanking on some of the other names, but one of the cool players down in the minor leagues right now is Garrett Stubbs. He was the former backup catcher for the Phillies. And the reason they sent him down is because the other catching prospect they had was a guy named Yohan Mikado, I believe. Marchand? Yeah, Mr. Marchand. And he didn't have any options. He couldn't stay down. If they didn't bring him up, they would have lost him. So they brought him up, and they sent Garrett Stubbs down because they still had control over Garrett Stubbs. But if you know your Phillies, Garrett Stubbs is a really popular backup catcher. He's just an enthusiastic player. He's like the Dylan Double D vintage of the Phillies. He's that kind of passionate kind of a guy. And he's a fan favorite. Everybody loved him, so I figured I'd bid on his jersey since they were making his jersey available. So I typed in a bid. I went every jersey, no matter what the player. It started at $85 to get the game-worn jersey for that game. Well, I really wanted to take a stab at it, so I put in a bid of $125, and then I let it go. I figured I'd track it, see if it went anywhere. Well, I came back. I'm doing it on my phone at the ballpark. So I check back a couple minutes later, and I see that my bid didn't get taken. And I'm freaking out. I know I sent it. I know it said, okay, your bid's confirmed. And then I double checked and I realized I accidentally hit the name above Garrett Stubbs. I picked somebody else's jersey instead of his. And I couldn't figure out how to cancel it. I tried to find a way to say, oh, I made a mistake. I want to take this bid back. Because it was really early. It was the first night. This went all weekend long, and I was there on Friday. So I figured surely there could have been a way to pull the bid back if you made a mistake. No, I had to let it ride. I did try and get the Garrett Stubbs jersey, but I don't know what that went for. It was well more than I was willing to pay. But I ended up getting this other guy's jersey. So let me show you the jersey first. So this is what they look like. Iron Pigs, all kinds of Christmas-themed things. Number 18 was the number. And the guy did sign it right there, okay? And for those of you like me who have no clue what the signature is, I'll tell you, and I'll let you know that the guy is a career minor leaguer. His name is, I'm going to say Julio or Guillo, Guillo, Zuniga, Zuniga. So I looked him up. I was like, oh, let's hope this guy was something. He's a career minor leaguer. He pitched in 2 games for the Cardinals a couple years ago. That's the extent of his major league career. So I can say I've got a jersey of a former major leaguer, so to speak, even though it's an Iron Pigs game. But I got a question for everybody out there. Well, not a question. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to let you know how it works out. So I got the jersey. It's a really cool looking jersey. I think it might fit me. It's long enough, you know. Maybe if I leave it open, it won't. My belly won't pop through the buttons, but I kind of want to wear it. The problem is, it's game worn, not game washed. So I mean, it absolutely. When I first got it, absolutely reeked of the sweat of the man who was wearing it for 3 days straight. So I hung it outside overnight to air out, but it's not airing out very well, which means I got to wash it. So I'm going to take this tab and wash it. Hopefully the autograph won't fade too much. But again, given who it is, even if it does fade, I don't think I'm losing too much in the value of this jersey. But I'd like to wear it once in a while, so that's why I want to do it. At the end of this video, I'll come back and let you know how that went, okay? So, oh my, it's just so funny. Today's trivia question. Odd way to ask the trivia question on this one, because I'm going to give you the date and what happened. You need to tell me the year that it happened, all right? You should get this one without looking. Everybody should know this one without looking. That's why I want to do it this way. So on this date in baseball history, August the 6th, I'm not going to tell you what year. On this date in baseball history, August the 6th, Major League Baseball ends a mid-season strike, and the owners and commissioner establish a format to choose the champion of a split season. The standings at the first half become set in stone, and after the end of the second half, the standings there will be set in stone, and there will be a division playoff. The first time in baseball history there was a division playoff. And this happened in what year? So shoot me an email with your guess to that. I will include my email in the description below, along with a repeat of that question you will have today and tomorrow to answer. We'll pick a winner on Sunday, all right? Good luck to everybody on that one. So I do have something really cool I want to show off today, another great pickup. So I'm going to pause the video right here. I'm going to flip the camera around, and I'll let you see what I got, okay? Give me 1 second. All right, and I realized I had forgotten to give you what you're playing for on that trivia question, so let me do that real quick. As always, a 3-pack of Hall of Fame cards. So you got your 20 and 22, Allen Ginter, Ivan Rodriguez, big smile on Pudge. Awesome, mid-70s style, Willie Stargell in the 2013 Panini Cooperstown. And then, as always, a Conlon Collection card, Carl Hubble, the Hall of Fame card, showing his career stats. And again, I love career stat cards, because it's this kind of information that allows us to tell why the guy was so great. When you see those win totals, look at all those 20 win seasons in there. Just a fantastic picture. So those are the 3 cards you're playing for, and you know what to do to get them. So today, what I want to show off, something I picked up a couple weeks ago, and it's a really cool thing I realized. I didn't know it existed. It's part of the Perez Steele Gallery release of items. And it's a series of postcards. Now, again, it's a really cool packaging. I'll show it off in a second. I didn't know it existed. It seemed really awesome. The price seemed okay to me, so I snagged it. And then just recently, I was watching Mike Moynihan, baseball collector, watching his videos that he was releasing at the National. And he mentioned he had picked up this one card, a postcard, an autographed Perez Steele postcard that he needed to complete a specific set of postcards. And it was the one I'm going to show you. It's a set of 44 postcards, 45 if you include the checklist, all of Hall of Famers living in 1989. And Mike said that Perez Steele issued this set with a specific intent that collectors could acquire the autographs of everybody in the set. So let me take some time and show you what I'm talking about real quick before we get too much further into it. 1989 Perez Steele Galleries, the Celebration set. This here is a bit of a briefcase style thing. This thing will pop open from the top. I'll do that in a second. It came inside a slipcover, so it says Celebration on the side here. Perez Steele Galleries, National Baseball Hall of Fame. This is just a slipcover to hold that box. We will open the box and then talk more about the set. So you pop open this set, the box here, and now look at the great image on the background. That is a really cool painting. You can see Dick Perez even did this awesome painting. And obviously it's kind of a remake of the game at the Elysian Fields back in 1847. Or was it 46? I'm pretty sure it's 47, but somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. And this was the image, one of the images used on the stamp from 1939 when baseball's Hall of Fame was first opened. And this got this little piece of foam covering the top. That's what it looks like inside. And there's this awesome little page here that talks about what you have in your hand, what this is. So you can see this set celebrates the 50th anniversary of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum. That's why it was issued in 1989, obviously. You can see here, Perez Steele Galleries was established in 1979. So really cool little page here that explains what it is. This here is a book. I'm not going to thumb through the book too much because I don't want to ruin it. And really all it is, if you look inside, various pages that show all the different postcards you're going to see anyway. So I'm not going to go spend too much time in opening that. I don't want to damage that particular thing. But then you got the cards themselves. And my set is completely serial numbered to 783. And in fact, I think this box here had a, or was it the slip cover? Maybe the slip cover had one of these cases had a serial number too, I thought, didn't it? Oh, no, I thought it did. No, I guess not. It was just the card set, the card box itself. All right, let me go back here. So this card box itself is serial numbered 783. No, it was the front cover of this book. That's what it was. So this is set number 783 of 10,000. Celebration set, all right? And every card in this box is serial number to 783. So again, just like with my Perez Steele Hall of Fame postcards I picked up about a month ago, I'm happy to have a serial numbered matching complete set of these cards. So here is the checklist. All right. These are the living Hall of Famers, those Hall of Famers who were alive when this set was issued, and you had the ability to get them to autograph these cards. I imagine there was some big gathering of these guys in a single location. If you were like a really rich benefactor of the Hall of Fame or something like that, they would bring these guys in a group and get people the ability to autograph them there. Maybe not. I don't know. I'd like to think that happened when they put all these guys together. You know. Anyway, I'm going to go through all the cards. There's 44 of the cards. Again, the checklist was its own standalone number. So here we go. You got your, let me tilt this up a little bit. Better for showing the cards. Hank Aaron. I do love the standard Perez Steele format with a portrait shot and an action shot as well. Really cool thing. This is almost like his 714th home run. Almost. It's certainly not exact, but you got a Dodger pitching to Hank. Louis Aparicio. Ernie Banks. I like having images, action shots where the umpire's involved too. It makes it a lot more nostalgic to me when you see the umpire in the frame. Cool Papa Bell. A lot of the images are typical. This is one of the more typical pictures, portraits you see of Cool Papa Bell. And in this one, I love that they have the African-American umpire right there. That's pretty cool. Johnny Bench. Interesting that Johnny Bench, it looks like he just nepped a Philadelphia Philly player at home. I suppose I could go and do a Google image search and try and find out when this happened, but cool image nonetheless. This is a great one of Yogi Berra. I love that they took this picture of Yogi, one of the most iconic things where Jackie Robinson stole home on Yogi in the 55 World Series. So very, very famous image. And it's actually one where Yogi was the loser, came out on the losing end of this one. Lou Boudreau. Roy Campanella, bet that guy was out by Campy, just saying. Happy Chandler. Another image that you see typically You see this image of Happy Chandler throwing out a ball at some World Series or All-Star game or something, and always a big smile on his face whenever you see him. Jocko Conlon, give the out call. This kind of looks like Pee Wee Reese right there, but, you know, I don't know for certain who's who. Ray Dandridge, really cool image of this Negro League star, one of those lesser remembered Negro League stars, Ray Dandridge. Awesome image of Bill Dickey. Looks like this guy's going to be out by a mile. He's headed for home. Again, looks like he's out way before he even got there. Bobby Doerr. I think this portrait of Bobby Doerr is another one that I see quite often in releases. Rick Farrell, another great Hall of Fame catcher. Charlie Gehringer. Lefty Gomez, like the big old lefty left arm thing. This guy's really a little excessively ready. He's already got his glove up. Billy Herman. Catfish Hunter. Interesting, they got him the Yankee portrait, but the Oakland Athletics action shot. Great image of Monty Irvin. You know, the ball's way back here. Irvin's going to be safe by a mile. Judy Johnson, another great Negro League Hall of Famer. Whoop, drop that one. Oh, here's a cool one. K-Line going deep into the outfield, diving for a catch. K-Line. George Kell. Again, I really love the umpires in all these shots. It just is so much more nostalgic to me to see that. Harmon Killebrew. Ralph Kiner. Interesting you have Ralph Kiner doing a base running feat rather than a hitting feat, as he was the guy you always think about for home runs more than anything. Bob Lemon all by himself. Buck Leonard. Legendary Negro League star. Al Lopez. Funny, Al Lopez is in for as a manager, and here up top it looks like it's a portrait from his playing days. But down here you can see he's the manager arguing with the umpire. Don't know why they made him the portrait as his younger self, but no issues one way or the other. Great picture of Mickey Mantle. He's hitting left-handed on this one. Juan Marichal with a high leg kick. Eddie Matthews. Willie McCovey. Looks like he just sent one a long way. Johnny Mize. Giants and Yankees in the same postcard. That's interesting. Stan the Man. Pee Wee. Great shot of Pee Wee jumping over the sliding runner. Brooksy Robinson. This looks like it was taken or imaged after the, I think it was the, is this the 70 World Series? The Orioles, Pirates? Someone will tell me. My mind is blanking at the moment. Joe Sewell. Enos Slaughter. Duke Snyder. He's just coming home after hitting a nice big home run there. Warren Spahn. Willie Stargell. Looks like he's cracking a home run off of somebody on the Phillies. Bill Terry. Billy Williams. Ted Williams. And Yaz. So that is the full 44 card postcard set of the Perez Steele Celebration set. Again, I'm really happy to have this as an addition to my collection. I know these are the kind of things you all want to say you've got an autograph collection, and you know, maybe someday I'll acquire a couple. But I just like having, RJ does collect sets, so I like having the whole thing as a nice little collection on my shelf. That's how I roll. All right. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed that little showcase. If you did, please consider like, subscribing, commenting, and all that jazz. I really do appreciate your support as I try my best to support everybody with this great card media, all right? Thank you very much for watching. We got one more on Friday. Hope to see you there. Take care. All right, real quick, guys. I had mentioned earlier in the video about the jersey that I picked up and that it was stinky and it needed to be washed, and I was concerned about the autograph. let's take a look at what happened. I told you to do it. Here I come. So it's a day or two later. I watched the jersey. Here's what it is. Still a perfectly good jersey. The autograph was on the back, if you remember. And the autograph did fade. So it's on the one. You can't really see it much anymore. But again, this was not a big-time player. This was a scrub journeyman from many years of minor league ball who played 2 games in the majors. So Guillermo Zuniga, that is the jersey. It's a game-worn jersey. The autograph is still there. It's difficult to see. It's faded. I'm not going to lose any sleep about it. It's a cool jersey. It fits barely. My big belly is kind of pressing up against the buttons, but it's something fun that I have in my collection now. So at least I got a cool Iron Pigs Christmas jersey to wear at the Christmas parties coming up this year. So I'm happy about that. Just wanted to come back to you and tell you all about it. That's all for now. Talk to you later.